This is the Helping All Trustees Succeed, also known as HATS, ILEAD, USA, Seed and Grow video. And I am Jennifer Ferris from the Southern Adirondack Library System.
I'm Amanda Travis from Onondaga County Public Library.
I'm Ron Kursop from Pioneer Library System.
I'm Grace Riario from the Ramapo Catskill Library System.
And I'm Rebecca Smith-Aldridge, the ILEAD mentor for this team, who will be interviewing the group about their experience during the ILEAD USA program. We're going to start with Grace today. Grace, would you please describe our project?
Our project is about establishing a standard education for all trustees in New York. We thought that it would be the best thing to do because of the environment libraries are in right now. Everything changes, laws changes, and we believe that if we educate our trustees to do better, our libraries will do better.
Jen, what was behind this project? Why did we end up here together for this program?
There are 23 library systems in New York State, and all of us are, we have a charge to actually help trustees in our member libraries. And since all of us are doing this, we figured there should be a standardized way. So we're helping by creating a tool that each library system in New York State can use to help educate trustees.
And Ron, what did you want our project to achieve? What did you think it would look like if we were successful?
And so the big goal, I think, kind of what Jen was talking about, was being able to create a framework to give to system staff at through the 23 systems in New York State that they could then take and train trustees so they could be the best trustees they can for an organization. So just passing on that information so they can successfully train or educate trustees on their roles and responsibilities.
And do you think our team succeeded?
I think we are in the succeeding realm right now because the project isn't fully complete and we haven't sent it out to the various systems and we haven't done the trainings. I don't think it's complete, but I think we're on the trail for success. It looks very good so far.
So Amanda, while we were on this trail to success, what do you feel our biggest successes and challenges were on our way?
I think our biggest success, which I believe my teammates will agree, is how well we work together. Many of us did not work together before this project, and it was like we've been working together for years, and we're very comfortable with each other, so that creates very open communication, which is very helpful for this project. Another big success that we had was a survey that we put out for trustees, system staff, and member directors, and the sheer amount of responses and good data that we received was amazing. And there's over 6,000 trustees in New York State. We basically were looking to get responses back from 5% of them. And we got responses back from 13.6%. So we went well beyond what we were looking for. So successes, challenges, time. Having the time to get together. We're all over the New York State area, and so working together, but also working as individuals on the project. It was difficult to find time, but we did. And another challenge that we had was working together with our stakeholders and having a standardized view and communication of what the project is for to go forward with that.
Mandy, one of the things you mentioned was the struggle we had with time, just not having enough time. Did you find that we used technology effectively to manage our project?
We did. We had several web meetings. What was the
GoToMeeting.
GoToMeeting.
Yeah.
We used GoToMeeting, which was very useful, and also Asana, which is probably one of our best resources. And it's a web online management project management resource. So and that kept us on task and in communication.
And we also used Dropbox and
Google
Drive. Yeah.
I think Google Docs was very good throughout the project because we can edit each other's work as well without having to be physically in the same place.
It was good for leaving comments on each other's
Yeah,
work
that's right.
too,
Yeah.
so we were able to keep up to date on what's happening.
I agree.
So I have an open question for any of you to answer if you would like. With the benefit of hindsight, what would you change about the original project's concept?
I think the focus that we had in the beginning, we thought that we were going to train the trustees ourselves. I think we realized that that was a very big goal that not the 5 of us could do. So we decided to focus on the trustee training via train the trainer. And I think that took a little while to realize that I wish we had done that beforehand. I think it would have shortened the amount of time we had to develop the curriculum.
We would have gotten here a lot faster.
Yes, I think so.
If we had a different audience in our original scope.
Grace, do you think the project we've developed can be used by any library anywhere, or shall we say any system anywhere?
Absolutely. I think we are doing, because we're doing the train the trainer, I think we're giving them the guidelines to what we think should be covered during these trainings, but they can take it and make it their own.
And hey, Jen, do you want libraries to replicate this project? Do you think that's even possible for them to either build on it, or they have to redo it from scratch if they want to try something similar?
I definitely do not think they need to rebuild it from scratch. As Grace said, we're creating a flexible document, so they'll have the infrastructure and the backbone to use it out, immediately without any changes, or they can build on it for their local audience.
So what do you think the next steps are for our project?
Well, one, we need to get some comments from our partners. We have many partners throughout the state, and I think it would be good for them to see the product before it goes out live. And we're really interested in hearing their feedback.
And which partners are you referring to?
Callisto, which is the oldest systems, LTA, which is the New York Trustee Association, and NALA, which is the New York Library Association.
And the state library too.
And the state library, DLD, of course.
What else is next for us? We have feedback we have to get. What else do you see as our next steps?
I think we need to finalize or start exploring delivery methods, how we're actually going to farm this curriculum out to different system people, because that's going to be an important piece when we talk about interacting with them and making sure that they understand all the resources that we're putting together for them.
And we still haven't really figured out what the final format, what it's going to look like. I mean, it's constantly evolving, but I believe that's something that we will have completed definitely early within the winter, so January, February.
So an outsider was looking in thinking our final product was the curriculum and we don't know what it looks like. Why is that? What do we spend our time on?
We were trying to figure it out what it would be the best method to put it out there and what are the topics that we need to cover, because trustee training is constantly changing, and we wanted to make sure that we don't overwhelm the trustees that are being taught as well as the trainers that are being taught. So we were trying to narrow down what are the things that we absolutely need to put in this curriculum. And I think that took time, and the reason why is because as we were developing the curriculum, things change. And it needs to be something we realized that needs to be more flexible. And that's where I think we spend most of our time.
So Mandy, if you had to think back, what of the resources we used to get this project done, what were our top 3 resources that helped us during this project?
Definitely top resource was each other. The different skill sets, the different experiences that we all brought was very helpful, and we couldn't get this done if we didn't have that. Asana, as I mentioned earlier, great software. I totally suggest it. Thank you, Ron. But it seriously kept us on task. It kept us in communication, and we knew that things were getting done, especially when the unicorn comes out with the rainbow. And finally, I think the trustee handbook it's basically the textbook. It's the Bible for trustees in New York State, and that is definitely that kind of points us in the right direction of where we need to go.
I love that you said the first resource was the team, because I think we worked really well together, and we should acknowledge one of our team members isn't here for the video with us today, which is Lisa Erickson, who's from the Neoga Library System, who wasn't feeling well for our filming today, but we want to give a shout out to her because she's a huge and important part of our team.
Yes.
Yes.
We
Thanks,
miss
Lisa.
you guys.